Hi everybody. You know, I got to thinking that maybe I should be showing up in sackcloth for this video, but I don't happen to have any laying around, and so you're getting me in my regular clothes. You'll see the connection. You know, I never know when I'm going to have material that would warrant a video to fit into the serious stuff playlist. That's enough of that quote stuff. But that's because what prompts these videos is me being triggered or something that brings about some kind of insight that I think is worth sharing with others. And you're probably wondering how I can share so much stuff that isn't flattering about me or that would make most people feel very vulnerable to share, even to someone sitting across the table from them, let alone in a video on YouTube where anyone could come by. Well, let me tell you, I'm not comfortable either. It's not all that easy to do, but Spirit has been very clear with me that this is part of my purpose. Because not everyone's going to be willing to do this kind of thing. I need to metaphorically strip down to my underwear, worse, maybe naked. No one wants to see that. Oops, that's not a very positive way to talk about myself. You can see part of my issues here. But I am supposed to make myself vulnerable and share my foibles, my struggles, my mental conflict, apparently my growling stomach, publicly, because my stories may help someone that just happens by the channel and tunes in. So when they hear about something that's happened to me, whether or not I get an insight, it may just be me recounting, oh my God, the thing that happened to me today. They will go, oh, her too? Then I'm not alone. I'm not the only one that goes through this kind of thing. And maybe I have something to offer that will help them through so they don't have to struggle quite as hard as I did. Maybe it's merely that on some of these things they can say, she survived it and I can too. Because let's face it, most of us have days where we are so hurt, so confused, so without hope that we wonder if we can get through it. And if you've never had a day like that, good for you. I've had many. And most likely the people that will be attracted to my videos have also. So about today. I was watching a YouTube pick a card. And I should have turned the sound off on my phone. I'm sorry, but I am waiting for an important phone call. We'll see if it comes. I'll just pause. But I need the sound on is the point. I was watching a YouTube pick a card by a very good reader, by the way, and so I want to share her channel name because not everyone on YouTube is a good reader. I will just tell you that if you haven't discovered it already. Not everyone has an excellent connection to Spirit. And this gal does have an excellent connection to Spirit. The channel is... now, I'll correct it if I need to in the description. I believe it is JJ Constellations. And the reason I say she is an excellent reader is because she gets psychic input as she is pulling cards. In fact, what has prompted this video today was her psychic input, and really not much to do with the cards at all. The cards just kind of open up the subject, and then she goes from there with her psychic information. So it was a pick card about what is coming your way next. I believe that was the title. I don't know if it was filmed today or 2 years ago. I didn't pay attention. I clicked on something else, something like what the universe wants to tell you, and then I looked over at the little side row on the right and thought, that one looks interesting. Clicked on that, and there we went. Now, if you think it's coincidence, the videos that you click on, no. It was very obvious that Spirit had led me there, and that's why I got so easily distracted. Oh, my stomach apparently thinks that it's supposed to be having a prominent role in this video. So I'm just going to ask you to ignore it, because I want to get this done while things are still fresh in my mind. So I picked my pile, and usually I just have the number that I should pick popping into my brain right away. I didn't question this, I just picked my pile. One of the cards was Expect the Unexpected. And basically it's like the Tower card in tarot. So this lovely reader was saying, the viewers, you the viewers, are people that have had very rough childhoods. And you feel like you were robbed. Some of you have a lot of anger that you've never expressed. Some of you are wondering, why did this happen to me? You know, these are general readings, but she was pulling out a lot of information that would apply to different people that might have picked this particular pile. The first card was Persevere, by the way. So this was linked in with the Persevere, because then she said, something unexpected is going to happen, is what Spirit is telling me. And so basically this is a heads up that you're going to be taken back to the experience that's where this all started. I don't know how to describe my reaction other than to just be very honest. My reaction was to look up at the heavens, which, is not really where Spirit is. Spirit is everywhere, but, I still hang on to those Christian ideas that, God, heaven is up there. So I was like, fuck no. I instantly went into fear. So it was like, no fucking way. I will not have anything more happen to me where I am suffering like that. I am not going to have anything try to take me down again, because I won't survive it. I literally will not survive it. I'll take myself out, is what I said. Because my fear was suddenly so huge. I don't think I cried even. I was like, fuck no! I'm not doing this! And then, the reading is still going on, so I had to calm down enough to hear what she was saying, and I couldn't step away from my fear. And maybe I'm unique, but I don't think I am. I think there are plenty of people, and maybe you that is watching this right now, whose lives are ruled by fear, because the life has warranted that. So I think I'm getting off track. Let me see if I can swing back around here. the message was that this unexpected thing is going to happen, and Spirit wants to remind you, relating to the Persevere card, how strong and courageous you are, how much you have already endured. Spirit wants to let you know you will get through this too. So it's a heads up, basically, that you can get through this, but it is going to take you back to what originally caused you to feel you always have to fight, you always have to struggle. Spirit is saying that you basically have become addicted to struggle, to having to fight your way through life. And for me, I have to admit, yeah, my life has been primarily in survival mode. And my reaction was, oh God, there's no way I can go through more, because literally almost every day I will say, I am so fucking tired of struggling. I'm just so fucking tired. Basically, I know I probably chose all this. I know that I was an overachiever about picking out my life lessons. I know I brought this all on myself. It's not like I can shake my fist at you and blame you. I know it's all on me, but God, can't I change my mind? Haven't I learned enough? Don't I know enough about suffering and pain? Can't I say, check, done, let's move on to the other side of things, and I can be happy and at peace and live my bliss, as they say? So to hear that there was going to be something else major coming my way literally had me panicking and rebelling. I literally was flipping off the universe and saying, no, 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 no more. I'm not addicted. I don't want to struggle anymore. You've heard me. I've said I don't want any more struggle. I want the other side of things. I've had enough of struggling. You're going to get way too much of my pain here if you're an empath, and I apologize. If you are an empath, you might want to put up a little bit barrier so you won't take on my pain, because I am going to be very vulnerable here. I don't think I need to go anymore into how painful this reading was at the point that I was overtaken by fear. But there was a third card, and the third card talked about standing in your power, acknowledging your power and standing in it. And this is something that was a turn around in my thinking, because I have not felt powerful for most of my life. I'm only just recently realizing that I have power, and I'm not talking about personal power. Everyone has personal power. Not everyone realizes it. Not everyone realizes that they give it away to others. But recently I have realized that I am meant to somehow impact more people than those just in my immediate circle. And this channel is part of it, but not all of it. I'm not sure where it's supposed to go. I just know that I am being groomed, I guess you could say, to be able to be in the public, to express things in the public, and I'm open to whatever comes my way. But with the thought of power came the light bulb moment. And that's really what these serious stuff videos are about. The aha moments, the light bulb going on over my head to maybe help pull the chain on someone else's light bulb, maybe spur an aha moment of their own. And so my aha moment was, I have the power to change the future. Because what we focus on is what we attract more of. And my life has been such that the rug has been pulled out from under me many times, and most of them in the last couple of years since my brain surgeries. And of course that was necessary because I was not metaphysical before then. I didn't realize there was so much more to the universe before then. I have crammed a lot into the last few years as far as my metaphysical knowledge. I've done a hell of a lot of personal work, and I will pat myself on the back that there has been a lot of growth. Doesn't mean there isn't still plenty more growth to be achieving. But, I mean, as far as life purpose, life path, however you want to refer to it, it's something that never crossed my mind before. It's something I'm aware of now. It's something I am willing to embrace. But it's not all about life path and life purpose, though. Many people get kind of derailed and think so much about that they don't think about their everyday life. In this case, the reference to power was in regards to everyday life, because I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm always waiting for the rug to be pulled out from under me again. I'm always wondering what's around the corner that's going to attempt to level me again. I know I'm strong. I know I'm courageous, but honestly, I don't want to deal with that crap anymore. I would rather be strong and courageous about presenting myself to the public in whatever way this is that's intended by the divine. I don't really want my life to turn to shit again, which is, I'm sharing that because that's how I think it's very hard for me to have trust and faith, because when I have started to embrace that concept before, boom, something else happens. So it's the power of my thoughts and what I create as my future that was my light bulb moment. I am damn lucky, to be honest, that more things haven't gone wrong recently because I have been so worried that history will repeat itself. I'm creating my own reality, and my reality has contained so much fear. So this power card made me realize I can wipe out that second expect the unexpected card by quitting this obsession, really, with how my world can turn to shit yet one more time. And suddenly, my fears started to slide off me, thank God. And I realized this doesn't have to be the disaster that I was thinking. This is probably, gosh, excuse me, I don't know why every time I get on camera I get some odd itch. This is Spirit's way of telling me, hold on there, girlie. You continue thinking in the way you've been thinking, you're never going to get out of survival mode. You're going to bring this shit on that you're so afraid of right now. It's what you keep thinking about, so of course it's going to come to you. That's what you're putting out to the universe. So really, while at first I'm thinking, oh my God, why did I click on this reading? Now I'm thinking, thank you. Thank you, universe, for leading me here. And thank you, JJ Constellations, by the way. I hope if she ever gets wind of this, she won't think that I'm blaming her, because I consider it quite a blessing. Everything is a choice. We choose fear over love. We still haven't quite got the concept down of how love wipes out fear, but I think it's because if I really loved myself, I wouldn't torture myself with the kind of thinking that I've been coming up with. So, my goal after watching that video is not to cower in the corner waiting for the shitstorm to happen. My goal is to start catching myself. When I start worrying, is all my money going to be taken away from me? Is the person that I'm starting to care so much about going to turn on me? Are my patterns always going to repeat so that no one's there for me when I need someone, knowing that I choose to be there for whoever needs me? You know, there are great lessons to be learned here. So while it's not that easy for me to stay on track, and I'm sure it's not very easy to follow me, I think you get the gist here. Shit happens, especially when we manifest it. And what I've been doing is manifesting more things that will keep me in this survival mode. I don't want to be in survival mode anymore. I want to be in joy. I want to be in, oh my God, I woke up. I can't wait to see what the day brings, instead of, oh God, how am I going to get through another day? You know? And I know that's exposing things about me that are not all that flattering, but again, that's what I'm supposed to be doing, and you may be doing the same thing. You don't have to go on YouTube and share it with everyone. That's been my assignment. But just remember, everything is a choice. And if I'm going to be creating, why not create? I won't always be alone. Someday, I will have a circle around me of people that will run to me to give me a hug, to reassure me when I need them, instead of it always being the other way around. I can create that while I don't need anyone as a love interest. I would enjoy having a companion. You know, it's that always looking outwardly for support, when really all we have to do is realize the universe will support us in whatever way we need. And speaking of that, I've already done a video, and I'm not sure what the title is, but it's from Trust Life, the Louise Hay book, where I'm doing some excerpts, and it's the one about, hold on, let me go look at the book. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm back. I thought I'd just grab the book and read it, even though I have the video, because it does tie into this. It's perfect timing. You are meant to be a wonderful, loving expression of life. Life is waiting for you to open up to it, to feel worthy of the good it holds for you. See? Good! I keep focusing on the bad. And I think maybe you do too. A little bit. Anyway, yeah, teeny bit. The wisdom and intelligence of the universe is yours to use. Life is here to support you, not take you down, which is what I keep thinking. You know, oh my God, I'm going to get through the day. What's going to come up next to take me down? Trust the power within you to be there for you. isn't this perfect? And I didn't even realize it as I was listening to the reading, even though I'd already done this video. Okay. If you get scared, it is helpful to become aware of your breath as it flows in and out of your body. Your breath, the most precious substance of your life, is freely given to you. You have enough to last for as long as you live. You accept this precious substance without even thinking, and yet you doubt that life can supply you with the other necessities. Now is the time for you to learn about your own power and what you are capable of doing. Go within and find out who you are. Is that not right on point? I can't believe that this was not in my memory banks. Well, I can believe it because I have some issues with memory, but still, people that have really good instincts about other people, intuition, whatever, often wonder how it is they can be so smart about other people but such dumb shits about their own lives. There's a reason for that. If we were so savvy, if we knew everything that was going to be coming up in our own lives, how would we learn the lessons? We'd know everything ahead of time. There'd be nothing to learn. And that is, after all, why we are here on earth. It's all about learning and growing. And if we can figure out that we're not being punished, if we can figure out that we're creating our own realities, if we see it as punishment, then it's us punishing ourselves, then maybe that happiness flows. If it's not the end goal, but rather a wonderful perk, kind of like a relationship is a perk to someone who's independent but not needy, then everything's gravy. I think that's the expression. I can have it wrong. Oh well. So, ramble. Yes, I ramble. I rambled today just like I always do, but maybe you were able to dig through the rambling and find something of value. I hope. Just remember, please, you are loved by the universe. The universe doesn't intend us harm. If there's harm, it's usually on us. So, embrace your own power, create your own reality, and create something beautiful. I'm sure going to work on that. At the very least, I think this has struck me hard enough that I will start to catch myself when I let these worry bombs, anxiety bombs out. At least I can catch myself and say, cancel, clear, delete. That's not what I mean. And I can turn it around to be something more advantageous for me. If anyone's taken me down, it's me. And I guess I just wanted to let you know, if you do the same thing, you're not the only one. And I should be more savvy about all this stuff. But again, we're dumb shits about our own stuff, because how else would we learn? Alright, I'm gonna wind this up because suddenly I am so sleepy. I guess I've expended a lot of energy today, and probably my eyes have been drooping. So I'll quit with my yakking. And I want to thank you very much for coming by and putting up with me. I mean, if you're listening to this, I guess you did. And I thank you for that. You take care of yourself. Bye-bye.